So here we are back at Spooky Tank, and I thought I'd do a quick follow-on to my paranormal story time about the black dog that haunted my bedroom. And most people, when they move out of a house, they don't get to find out about any experiences that's happened after they left. But when we moved out, my aunt and uncle and two cousins moved into that house. And although I didn't hear this story for years and years and years after, I'd already moved to America when my mother told me it, I found it really interesting. It seems that the first night they were there, my young cousin, he was 10, he was in the small box room that I used to have as a bedroom, and he ran out screaming, and he ran downstairs and said he was never going to go into that room again. And when they could calm him down, he said that there was a big black thing that had jumped on the bed and was breathing all over him, and he was never going to set foot in that room ever again. Now, my aunt and uncle, being the kind of people they are, believed that something was quite wrong, and his sister said that she would swap rooms. She had no worries at all about anything. She didn't believe in anything whatsoever. And it seemed that once she moved in there and he moved into her bedroom, everything settled down in the house and nothing was ever seen again. Now, my mum told me this story about 15 years ago now, when we had moved to America and she'd come over to stay. It just came up in conversation, and she'd asked me if anything had happened in that house, because I'd never told any of my family about it. And I said yes. I said there was quite regularly a black dog used to come into that room and jump on the bed. I knew it was a black dog. And that happened until I moved out that room. And black dog stories are quite common where I live. I was born in Somerset, and it's a quite pagan area. Stories of black dogs and ghosts and things like that are very, very common. And in fact, seeing a black dog in some parts of Somerset means that members of your family are going to die. Well, that never happened to me, but I know that my young cousin's experiences in that room cemented the thought that, to me, paranormal experiences are quite true for a lot of people, and it made me want to record it and remember what had happened. I had some really good, I suppose you could call them good, paranormal experiences after this, which I will talk about. And one, the experience with my neighbour, was bad enough and quite scary enough to end up in a local newspaper, and it ended in an exorcism. So that is a really cool story. And for me, who's not really scared of paranormal experiences, it was a very scary experience at the time. And I think that that's going to take a few recordings to tell the story completely. And that's been, I believe, one of the few times I was ever scared in a situation. If I believed in demons, I would say that that's what it was, but it was that scary. So there you go. Here's my little guppies in their spooky tank. And I really like this tank. I love the way all the plants are now growing through the trees there. And those trees are in fact not real. They are don't know what they're made of, resin probably, but I think they're very, very well made.